Oh, this is gonna be good. What's going on, guys? Zers here. Now, Zoro Baggins showed me Melissa's video on feminist men, so I decided to take a look on her channel to see maybe that was just one shred of bullshit that she said spewed. I was wrong. It's not. And this is a video she made a little while ago. But I feel like it needs to be responded to because, one, she disabled her comments, and two, this is about language. And I think lots of women, especially feminists, need to hear the shit that I'm about to say today. And that's why I'm responding to this video, because I figured there's no real way to start this conversation up without, actually having someone to talk to. So, let's go.
Today's video is called An Open Letter to Feminist Trolls. But to be honest, this video isn't really for the trolls. It's for everyone who's attacked by the trolls and maybe wants to feel a little bit of solidarity.
Oh, so this is a letter to other feminists. Okay, let's see where this goes.
So today, I want to take 3 words that anti-feminists often use against feminists in an attempt to silence them.
Now, your initial reaction might be, oh, clearly those 3 words are stupid, ignorant, and wrong. But no, those are not the 3 words she was referring to.
And talk a little bit about why they are the most ineffective words to use against someone who believes in gender equality.
Oh, no, Melissa, no. I saw you try to sneak that one past us. You think feminism is about gender equality when we all know it's about female supremacy. But nice try. I'll give you points for that one.
And those 3 words are slut, bitch, and cunt. It's time to get a little bit more creative. One time I received a message from a guy on YouTube regarding a video that I did on why a woman's sexuality is inconsequential. He repeatedly told me that I was a slut. I guess he missed the entire point of the video, because let me explain something to you. The word slut, and ones like it, including whore, has already been deconstructed in feminist circles.
What the fuck? What do you mean it's already been deconstructed in feminist circles? The word slut means a promiscuous woman by definition. What the fuck are you talking about? A whore is a prostitute. Those are the definitions of the word, motherfucker. I mean, maybe the guy was wrong. I don't know about your sex life. I don't care. If he was wrong and you're not a slut, well then by definition you should not be upset.
We've already come to the conclusion that all it is an archaic word used to describe, well, nothing in particular.
What in the bloody fuck are you talking about? What? It's No. Words do not have meanings independent from your own arbitrary whim. A bunch of feminists cannot come together and just say that the word slut has no fucking meaning. It has a meaning. It means a promiscuous woman. That's what the word slut means. The word doesn't go away because you decide that you don't want to fucking deal with the word. It still exists. It's still real. Alright? No. What you're probably saying is that the word has no power. The word has no weight. Okay? And that might suck a little bit, but that's what you should be going for. The word slut has no weight to us feminists because we have already decided that we don't care about being promiscuous women. That's what the fucking word means. If by definition you're not promiscuous, the word slut should not bother you.
Because the word slut can be plastered onto anyone who has sex outside of what the person using the word deems appropriate or acceptable.
No, the word slut is contingent upon what a person deems as promiscuous and what they don't mean as promiscuous. If what they mean by promiscuous is a woman who steps out of her relationship, then she is a slut by their definition. The word slut still means a promiscuous woman. It's just how much sex is promiscuous. That's what they're talking about. That's what the word means. The word doesn't lose meaning because you don't want it to fucking have a meaning. You can't police words.
So basically, when you call someone a slut, all you're really saying is, I don't like the way you have sex.
No, it's saying you are promiscuous. That's what it fucking means. If someone misuses the word, it doesn't change the definition. Well, eventually it would change the definition if other people started using it that way. That's the way language evolves. But if the people are still using the word slut correctly, I mean, there's no reason to be upset if someone calls you a slut and you're not a slut. Listen, when I was younger in high school, people used to call me a faggot all the time. I'm not even gay, and people called me a faggot. But it doesn't bother me. I had a debate with the professor a couple months back. He called me a emasculated faggot. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Words only have as much power as you give them. But that does not change their definition.
Which is interesting, because most likely, if you're using that word against me, you actually don't know anything about the reality of my sex life.
And why do they bother you?
So what you're really saying is, I don't like the way I assume that you have sex.
Or they're just trying to use words to get under your skin because they're trolls. They probably don't give a fuck about what you do and what you don't do. They're just bothering you. That's all that is.
Ah, yeah, good insult. Really what you're insulting is the idea that you subscribe to a construct that other people behave outside of.
I hate when feminists do shit like this, when they string together a bunch of words that people don't fucking know, or words that they created in order to come up with some pseudo-intellectual dribble. Okay, let's listen to that shit again.
Ah, yeah, good insult. Really what you're insulting is the idea that you subscribe to a construct that other people behave outside of.
Yeah, that you subscribe to a construct that... Okay, I get what she's saying now. Basically what she's saying is, when you call a woman a slut, you are subscribing to the virgin whore, the Madonna virgin whore dichotomy bullshit. Which, as it turns out, not a lot of men actually look at women that way, but a lot of women think that men look at them that way, which is far from the truth. But, what she's basically saying is that when you call me a slut, basically what you're doing is you're perpetuating the whore complex, which is not true if you use the word correctly. And even if you don't use the word correctly, I mean, all you're trying to do is hurt someone's feelings. You're not subscribing to a construct or anything, you're just trying to bother them because they know what fucking bothers them. And based on the fact that you had to make this video in particular, it shows that clearly it does bother you.
And that's really not my problem. And since feminists don't believe in this construct anyway, it's hard for us to feel bad about ourselves when you use this word against us.
Then why in the fuck would you make a video about words if they don't bother you? If they don't bother any feminist? Why does it fucking matter? If the words do not hurt your feelings, why would you make a video about it? If words don't fucking hurt, why would Anita Sarkeesian get on fucking stage and bitch and complain about all of the insults she got online? Clearly, that's a crock of fucking shit. If words didn't have any power, why in the fuck does BASSFZz such a fucking squasher for little girls? Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
The message that I receive when you call me a slut is this. There are people out there that actually still believe that a woman's worth is directly tied to how much sex she has.
In referring to her sexual value in the sexual marketplace, it is. And now this might hurt your feelings, lady, but I'm just going to tell you this straight up. All the women out there, listen, and listen closely, because this is some shit that's going to blow your fucking mind. Men, when they look for relationships, do not try to find women who have been ran through. They do not try to look for women who have had lots of sex with lots of people. When men only want to have sex, that's who they fucking call. They call you. The slut, the whore with the reputation. The one that slept with 12 guys in one night. That's who they look for when they want to bust a nut. But for a relationship, they don't look for girls like that. Okay? So in relation to your sexual market value, yes, it does diminish. Your reputation does diminish your value in terms of a relationship. It doesn't mean that you're not a good worker. That doesn't mean you can't be a great business tycoon. No. You could probably run the fucking stock market or whatever. You could be a business owner. You can be a fashion designer. You can be whatever you want to fucking be in corporate America. Do whatever job you want to do. But in terms of a sexual relationship, your value does drop. Sorry.
Funny how I'm only a bitch when I'm not behaving.
No, you're only a bitch when you're an unpleasant jackass. Bitch, by definition, means what does the word bitch mean? It means a wretched woman. Last time I read the definition for the word bitch, it was a wretched woman. That's the definition I work with. When I call a woman a bitch, it's a fucking insult.
Like when street harassers go from calling me baby to bitch when I step out of line by, you know, practicing autonomy.
No, they do that because their fucking feelings are hurt. It doesn't mean that you're being an unpleasant person in that regard. It just means that their feelings were hurt.
Because when you say bitch, what I hear is strong.
No, no, no! The word bitch is not a fucking compliment. It's an insult.
What I hear is opinionated.
No! What you need to hear is obnoxious. Because bitches are obnoxious. That's not a fucking compliment.
Outspoken.
Oh, no, no! Fuck! Oh my god! What is with these feminists in trying to change insults to fucking compliments? I don't understand that. I don't fucking get it. If you tell a little girl or an actual fucking compliment like, hey, you're beautiful, she won't take it. Now these feminists are trying to fucking change these goddamn insults into compliments. So even if you call a little girl a bitch now, it still hurts your feelings. 10 years down the line, the feminists get the bullshit that they want and bitch means strong and opinionated, it still fucking hurts their feelings. Because now it's a compliment. What the fuck, man? What do you feminists want?
Daring. Confident. Because that's actually what you mean.
No. No, it's not. What I mean is you are obnoxious. You are unpleasant. Bitch is supposed to be a deterrent. You're not supposed to want to be a bitch.
What you mean is that I'm performing womanhood in a way that goes against the status quo.
Yeah, that's a fantastic way to put it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not a fucking compliment, though. It's not a good thing.
That calls into question your conformity to hegemonic masculinity.
There you go again. Fucking hegemonic man. What the fuck, man? Okay, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just a dumbass, because I don't know what the fuck hegemonic means.
That criticizes your entitlement complex.
Fucking hell with this entitlement bullshit. Well, this video is pretty old, so I'll better slide with that one.
When you call me a bitch, what you're really hoping is that I'll shut up, sit down, be seen, and not heard.
No, when I call a woman a bitch, what I'm really hoping is that she reevaluates her behavior. When I say, hey, stop being a bitch, that means you need to stop and say, what the fuck am I doing? Am I being a bitch? Am I being unruly? Am I being unpleasant? Am I being a bad person right now? If the word bitch gets thrown all willy-nilly, well then, okay, yeah, right? If you're walking by the street and some guy says, hey baby, you're like, whatever. He says, you know what, you're a bitch? You didn't do anything wrong. You're fine. But if you're being loud and obnoxious, if you're screaming and shouting in fucking McDonald's, and someone says, bitch, calm the fuck down, you are being a bitch. You are being obnoxious. And the same thing goes for any man, too.
Because that's what womanhood looks like to you. That's what femininity is. Submission. Subservience. But the real effect that this has on me is that it makes me want to stand taller and speak.
No. Fucking hell. Bitch is not a compliment. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's killing my vibe. Oh, she's killing my vibe.
Louder. Because the entire point of my work is to break down this construct. And you're never going to shut that down. Especially not with an insult as contrived and ill-conceived, not to mention overused, as a bitch.
Absolutely right. The word bitch is losing its power, man. That's why people use the word cunt now. Wait, oh shit.
When you call me a cunt, you're literally calling me a vagina.
The same way when someone literally calls you a dick, they're calling you a penis.
And newsflash! Vaginas don't offend me. In fact, I just so happen to have a vagina.
Holy fucking shit! Oh my gosh! Watson, I've cracked the case! She has a fucking vagina! Fucking hell.
I carry one with me all the time.
Same way I carry my penis around with me all the time.
I see a vagina, or at least a vulva, every single day. It's grown with me. It's been there for me through tough times. It's the source of some of the greatest carnal pleasure on earth. My vagina doesn't bother me. In fact, I actually love my vagina. So calling me a cunt is basically a compliment.
That's not how compliments work, stupid. Oh man. Zarias, I can't take this shit anymore. Zarias, finish the fucking video response. I'm done with this bullshit. Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess that really upset him. Now, I guess, viewer, you're probably a little confused as to why that particularly upset Zeus, and I really wasn't paying all that much attention for the most part. But I think the reason why Zeus got so upset was because, well, penis, dick, and asshole, and even douchebag are all things that people carry around with them all the time. You know, I mean, it's still an insult, though. Just because you have a vagina doesn't make cunt any less of an insult. I don't know. But
the thing is, when you call someone a vagina, or, you know, a cunt, in an attempt to disrespect someone, what you're really saying is that you disrespect vaginas.
well, no, I don't think that's what they're saying. I think when someone calls you a cunt, what they're doing is they're reducing you down to only your vagina, to where you have no real purpose on this earth other than your biological function. I guess, I think. I'm not even sure why dick, penis, and asshole is such an insult. But, yeah, whatever.
That there's something inherently wrong with vaginas. And you know what? Society tells me all day that vaginas are gross and dirty and scary.
Who the fuck says that?
Just take a look at any tampon commercial. It's—
Wait, you mean during your fucking period? It is! What? There is blood coming out of it! And there is a fucking god-awful smell that comes from a fucking used pad or tampon. It is unruly how fucking disgusting a fucking pad smells like. I mean, that's not an insult, that's just reality.
sends the same message you do when you call me a cunt. You are just one more voice drowning in a sea of voices telling me to be ashamed and embarrassed by my vagina.
No. I don't think anyone is trying to make you ashamed of having a vagina. Especially not if men fight tooth and nail to have the opportunity to put their fucking penises inside of it. You would think, if anything, that the way these manginas are, the vagina is the ultimate prize of all of fucking reality for men. I don't know what you're talking about. What man doesn't like vaginas other than someone who's homosexual? Huh. But then at the same time, you say men feel entitled to women's bodies, but all the while making women ashamed that they have their bodies in the first place. Now I'm starting to understand why Zeus got so fucking upset.
And you know what? I'm bored with the idea that vaginas are problematic.
You know what really throws me for a loop here? She talks about the word cunt as if that's the only body part that's ever used as a fucking insult. It's like she has completely neglected the fact that dick, or penis, is used as an insult to men. Completely neglecting the fact that asshole, whether or not you're referring to a donkey's butt or a human's butt, is an asshole. I don't see you walking around defending those types of concepts, now do you?
I'm over it. But here's the thing. I am not a vagina. I have a vagina.
Thank you for explaining that to us, because there's no way us intelligent human beings could ascertain that. Just none. Thank you for enlightening us, though. I really do appreciate that.
And reducing me to my vagina, yes, even in this non-sexual way, just validates what I'm doing. I need to be a feminist because vagina is an insult.
That's funny. That one should be a fucking note card that me and Zer should talk about. I need feminism because vagina is an insult. The same way I need the men's right movement because penis is an insult. Man, look, lady, when someone reduces you to your vagina, they're saying that that's your only function in life. They're saying that, I don't even know what they're saying. I don't know. I think people just say cunt just to bother women. Because I don't really understand how it's a fucking insult. But then again, and here's the overall message, and here's the reason I'm pretty sure Zeus decided to make this video. Words have definitions. And while it's true that those definitions change, they can change to be something positive or negative. But words have functions, words have definitions, words have reasons for existing. That's what language is about. What a word is literally vibrations through the air. But what gives those vibrations power is our human perception. Words only have as much power as we give them. If we don't give the words power, they can't hurt us. It doesn't mean that they lose their definition, it just means it loses their effect on us. And that's a concept that a lot of feminists and young ladies really need to grasp. But honestly, I'm done with this lady. But I can't finish this bullshit. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, of course, link in the description box below. But fuck, I'm leaving too. Fuck this shit.